Welcome. In today's world where academics forms the basis of most of the successful careers, preparing for the same and getting ready for the same becomes utmost important. Nurturing young minds and paving a path for their great success without compromising on their emotional, mental, and physical well-being becomes equally important. Today, we are thrilled to present a series where we are in conversation with some remarkable individuals who have made to the hallowed portals of IITs and yet turned out to be a complete, well-rounded personality.
Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk to one of the most finest students we have come across, and what he has achieved in life is remarkable. Yes, I'm talking about none other than Rishi Kalra. Welcome, Rishi.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure's mine to be with you. And Rishi, बहुत bright smile है. You're smiling really, it's like a shine right now, and you have achieved so much in life. So before going any further ahead, my straight away question to you: that what was in your head? What made you pursue this course, and apart from it, how it went on? So I want to know that story first.
Well, of course, this decision was not made in a day or two. This was a very gradual process. I'm from an academic family. Both my parents are doctors.
Oh, nice.
My grandfather was a dean in the city college.
Oh, big names, man. Okay.
And my brother was also into academics. So yes, I was from the start inclined towards academics more than any other co-curricular activity. And also, I was performing well in several school Olympiads and examinations. So
okay, so you have been studious since your childhood, means school days. Okay,
yeah.
After that.
So yes, of course, I went to. I reviewed several career options. Like in 6th, I wanted to be a CA.
Same was with me. Okay.
Yeah.
7th must have been something different option.
Yes, in 7th and 8th, I asked my parents about what's like to be a doctor, and ultimately I realized that I liked my maths more than any other subject. So
wow, that's good.
In 9th, I decided that I should pursue engineering. I should give a JEE examination. My brother was also preparing for this. In 9th, he also joined FIITJEE. So I knew that the system was good. So in 8th, I gave Big Bang Edge examination, which was my first national level examination experience. In that, I got a decent rank. I wouldn't say good, but yes, that told me that I can do well in this stream.
Okay.
If I want to.
So here I have two questions for you. First, coming from such a strong academic background, doctors, engineers, and dean in your family, was there any kind of pressure on you to be a doctor or something, or it was your personal choice?
Well, pressure would have been if I was not doing well in academics and I was still forced to be into it, but I was interested in studying and I was also doing well in it. So naturally, that was my only career option.
Okay, that's good. So what made you realize your potential? My next major important question is that what made you realize your potential that you can do this and achieve this?
I had been doing, as I said, I had been doing well in school examination and several Olympiads. I got good ranks. So
the assessment part, you said something assessment was none of yours. So what was that assessment all about?
Yes, in 8th, I gave Big Bang examination.
Okay.
And in that, I got around 600 rank all over India.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
So yes, that's when I decided that I should join FIITJEE and pursue JEE Advanced. And in 9th, I cleared NSEJS, which is a pretty prestigious examination. Around 300 students get selected all over India. So that's when I first realized that yes, if I want to, I'm capable of improving to a pretty good extent and getting a good rank in JEE Advanced too.
Right. So that test, assessment test made you realize that you have the potential to pursue this course. And can you tell us what was your final position, what you achieved in all India rank? Congratulations once again. And now my next question is very simple, because everyone works so hard and the power is there behind them, which is called motivation. So what kept you motivated pursuing this course throughout this journey? And apart from it, stress is part of the journey as well. So how you maintain levels to keep the stress away? And as we all know, at times the students take a wrong step called as suicide. So what's your take on that?
Well, obviously I would like to say that suicide is never a solution. I mean, it's very unfortunate that children have to commit suicide because of Yes, it's very unfortunate that children end up taking the wrong step of suicide. Well, I personally think it's because of the undue expectations of their parents or their teachers from them, who think that because they perform well in their schools, they can also perform well in a national examination like JEE. And they should consider the fact that around their school, the classroom had around 30 to 40 students, but for JEE around tens or 15 lakh students appear. So the competition is of course most difficult. So one should do correct assessment of their IQ, and you should ask the student that what he or she wants in life, rather than pressurizing him or her into some career option which their parents or their teachers want them to.
Right, very true.
So for that, it's very essential to be motivated and stress-free. And I was motivated from very start that I want to get a good rank in JEE and become an engineer. That was because I was constantly performing well in examinations. Even after joining FIITJEE, I was getting good ranks and performing well in examinations. So my teachers and my parents knew that I had the caliber. So that's why it was so through such assessments we got to know that this was the right choice for me.
Okay.
And of course there were dips in my performance at times, but I didn't let them. I didn't really feel much low because of them, because somewhere I knew that I had the caliber.
Yes.
And also it's essential to be in an ecosystem, in an environment where which does not force you into anything. Like FIITJEE, they didn't force me to do anything. They also suggested that if possible, I should pursue some non-academic interests, like doing some physical activity every day, which I did. So yes, it's essential to not do something which you don't want to.
So if I summarize your complete answer, or the words you spoke right now, is that the right ecosystem is primarily, second, right guidance with the right people,
yes,
and the teachers who taught you and never pressurized you for unsettled expectations which you cannot meet or any student cannot meet.
Yes,
that really kept you going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just one thing, you said you had certain dips in your performances, lows and ups and downs keep happening.
Yes.
So who really motivated you? Means at the FIITJEE or at home?
Well, it was both of them. If I ever performed low in a test, my teachers, they would help me through it, rather than scolding or saying, what are you doing, not studying. So there was a positive atmosphere created for you by the teachers itself. Right. We focus more on the mistakes I made and improving them, rather than scolding me. And also my parents, they also kept me motivated. I mean, whenever I felt low, I could always talk to them. My brother also, he was also doing well, so I also frequently went to him for taking advice. So yes, the entire ecosystem was there, which never pressurized me and never really stressed me out because of anything. Wow, that's great. That's great. All right, so we are in conversation with Rishi Kalra, third rank holder All India and JEE Advanced. So one simple question, guidance, because when you're on a track, on a path, you need the right guidance. So was there it for you? Yes, in FIITJEE, during the start of the course, we are made to set our goals, some long-term goals and some short-term goals. And the long-term goal is obviously JEE Mains and JEE Advanced examination. We were also made to fill several short-term goals, like there are various competitive examinations held at the national level, like IX-XII, INMO, and other science olympiads. So short-term goals like IX-XII and NTSE. Yes, we are also made to prepare for them. And yes, guidance played a significant role in this achievement. I could always turn to my teachers and my teachers for any guidance regarding any difficulty I was facing. My parents also provided me motivation whenever I needed it. And yes, so teachers play a vital role for sure. But the ecosystem, FIITJEE ecosystem, was it helpful to you achieve what you have achieved? Yes, definitely. The ecosystem was, as I said, non-pressurizing and totally. They also advise you to pursue some non-academic hobbies and all. So yes, the ecosystem was largely positive. Which, I mean, never really made me feel stressed or discouraged.
Right. So that's the guidance what you got. Okay, the balanced life and balanced mindset and right guidance at the right time by the ecosystem and the teachers as well. So Rishi, one simple question to you. You're given so much time, 4 years to FIITJEE, the institution, the ecosystem. What impact it has laid on you?
Yes, I've been in this system for 4 years and it has in a way changed my personality. It has brought like several positive changes in me. One of them is I have learned how to learn new things, how to study, and because that has, I mean, that's a life skill which you're gonna need in like every step, at every step, and even in IIT that is helping me, where everything is where nothing is spoon-fed. You have to study everything on your own. You have to explore things on your own. This change that FIITJEE has brought in me is helping me even there, and.
Yes, so you are blessed. I must say, you're gifted with the life skill that you can, learn learn the things by your own self, and apart from it, you're good to go on your own.
Yes, it's definitely a life skill. Or another thing is, I can because of this that. Yes, this skill is very useful because when you know that how to learn new things, you can study on your own and tackle practically any problem which you might be presented with. So
that's it.
That's one of the.
So this was the technique. I'll stop you. I'm sorry to stop you in between, but the only thing, study material, was that easy to go through, and teachers were able to connect you with that?
The study material was relevant, I would say. I mean, I would not categorize it as easy because there's no point in solving easy questions. So yes, it was more relevant for the examination, and yes, the teachers what they taught was more than sufficient for solving the questions in the packages and the past year questions and any question that might come in JEE Advanced.
Right. So this boy was very much well prepared for his IIT. He was made to solve problems. He was made to learn the skill, that's life skill, which is helping a lot as a different personality altogether. Right. So Rishi, balance is the most important element of anybody's life. So were you able to maintain the balance between your academics and personal life?
Yes, I would say that I was able to maintain a sufficient balance between my personal life and my academics, and that was because the FIITJEE system permitted it. Back then also I used to go for 1 hour gym, 1 hour I used to play with my friends, used to watch movies. I mean, of course I had to make some sacrifices, but they were not much that I had to compromise on everything and study 24 hours a day. I also used to give sufficient time to sleep and to rest, and basically yes, I was able to manage my personal life and my academics well.
So you enjoyed your studies and your other things, curricular activities, going gym, badminton, going out with friends and other things. But what's the most important thing, the best thing you found at FIITJEE?
Well, the most important thing I would say about FIITJEE is that I was also personally inspired by it. Their honesty and their importance for values.
Oh, so can you just give an example or elaborate more on values?
Yeah, sure. See, like other coachings, they might publish results in which involves coaching of students from different coachings. But one thing about FIITJEE was that they provided true results, and yes, that honesty was really inspiring.
Okay, so honesty. So coaching students, can you just elaborate a little more for me on that, please?
Like publishing fake results, claiming students which are not theirs, and claiming fake results and things like that.
Okay, so giving out the reality, what actually is happening at FIITJEE is what their moral values and truth, nothing less. So Rishi, you just spoke about a balanced life because a student's life is full of pressure, academics and personal life as well. You live that life and achieve what you wanted to. But जो आने वाले students हैं, जो आगे aspiring IITians हैं, कुछ भी अपनी life में बनना चाहते हैं, उनके लिए क्या message देना चाहोगे आप?
Well, of course, it's a step-wise process. अपना career choose करना, it's a step-wise process, and the first step is obviously to identify your interests. पहले ये पहचानो कि करना क्या चाहते हो, तुम किस चीज में अच्छे हो, pursue that. Rather than being a crowd follower कि चलो सब जी कर रहे हैं, हम भी कर लेते हैं. I mean that's not quite how it works. Life is more than that. So हाँ, पहले अपना interest पहचानो. For that you should talk to your parents, talk to your teachers, talk to your seniors who have excelled in that field, and the most important part is get a scientific analysis of your performance, of how good you will perform in that field. For that you should go on data rather than your own thinking.
Rather feeling or thinking.
Rather than feeling or thinking, you should go on the data. For that, like FIITJEE has the Big Bang S test, which is a 6-hour test, and based on all those things, you should make an informed decision.
Right. So what kind of institution a student should choose? I would put it in a more simpler manner. किस तरह का institute choose करना चाहिए?
Well, the most important factor should be an institute which has provided results in the past, because for that you can look at their past results. And one of the most important things is you should go in an institute which teaches you without stressing you, without pressurizing you.
Right.
For that, choose an institute that polishes your skills. Choose an institute that nurtures you, that treats you as an individual,
right,
rather than a group of students. You should get personalized attention in that institute. And the most important thing about that institute should be that another most important thing about that institute should be that it should have a solid value system. It should not be forcing you into false beliefs that you can do something. They should be honest to you. If you are, if you are capable of something, then they should
push in that
particular direction. And honestly, if you are not, then they should be honest about it. Rather than, one should not waste 4 years of his or her life over something that he or she knew that is not possible.
Right. So concluding your words, that the system or the institution should be value based, they should be honest, and they should be nurturing you, developing your personality, and preparing you for the future as well.
Yes.
So we had Rishi Kalra with us, the 3rd rank holder all India in JEE Advanced. Thank you, Rishi, for being with us. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you for providing me this platform.
Thank you.